Everybody only has the same amount of hours, so you need to maximize the amount you can charge per hour.
Happy Monday! Oh, I'm dressed like it's winter here, and it's not. It's actually pretty nice here in Florida. Today we are going to be talking about Money Monday.
Hey, cuz. Heard you're having money problems.
No, you didn't.
Listen, I got the answer. You declare bankruptcy, all your problems go away.
I declare bankruptcy!
First, I want to show you guys something that Josh and I have been working on that I'm super excited about. I'm getting like my office, not my office, but my studio set up down here. So like filming, so tonight we're actually going to paint this wall, I think, paint it white. And yeah, I'm not actually going to always work here because I need my duals, but I am testing it out right now. Josh was on a meeting, and I think he actually still is. It's really loud up there.
But liquor! Our prices have never been lower!
So we wanted to have a place where I could film videos for you guys on YouTube. This is our living room. You guys have seen it. There's always just mail on the table, and we really never use this. I think we've sat in here a few times when my parents come to visit. We just decided to turn this into a studio area so we get some cool stuff for the walls after we paint. And yeah, because I want to continue making, high quality videos for you guys. I don't make money on YouTube yet, but I did want to bring you guys through my day today on how I make money freelancing and other aspects of my income, since that seems to be a great topic of discussion for many of you guys, because we work remote and we're both building our own companies, but we also take on a lot of client work and side work to fuel our company's growth. So we are bootstrapping, we are not taking funding or anything like that. So I kind of want to show you guys exactly what that looks like for me. One thing I will be needing is a chair, an office chair. So if you guys know of any good office chairs, let me know in the comments, because that would be great. Hello. A lot of times on Mondays, I have, of course, my checklist up in Trello, and that pretty much has like my daily to-dos that I always do for like my videos, my posting, kind of like the stuff that I have to do every single day since I have been daily vlogging. But what I like to do on Mondays is I go through my Twitter and I find people, companies or people that are following me, and I will send them direct messages letting them know of my skill sets and what I do, and seeing if maybe there's some synergy for us to work together. One of the best ways to do that is to not go in with like the hard sell. Give them a compliment on something that you've seen them in. So like today I was watching a video on YouTube. This guy in this company was getting interviewed, and it was a great interview, and I looked him up on Twitter and his company. I started following them, and then I tweeted about thanking him for the interview because it was awesome. And then hopefully potentially he sees that and he interacts with me, and then potentially if there is ever work that they need in the future, you can start forming those types of connections with people. My juice, and this one's like extra chunky, so it tastes like, it's good, but it just texture's the thing with me. But back to reaching out to people on social media. A great way to find clients or people to work with and to form relationships is on social media. That's why social media was created, a new way of being social across multiple networks. So a lot of times what I do, especially on Twitter, because you can't actually direct message somebody on Twitter unless they're following you. So what I like to do is find people that have like a same synergy as me, or like genuine interest, which are most of the people I follow. Most of them are in some sort of tech space or programming, and I will start engaging with them like on their page, liking, commenting, retweeting, like genuinely finding tweets that I actually like, even though they're maybe like older. And then I will, kind of do like a soft reach out, let them know who I am. Even though they're following me, they may not know exactly what I do, and just, give them a compliment on some of the work that they've created or some of their posts or content, and then let them know, who I am, what I do, and if they ever need help and, this area, feel free to reach out. It's super simple. I've gotten to actually work that way, and I like doing it on Mondays because it gives me like the rest of the week for them to reach back out to me. I mean, you can pick any day to do it, but that's just one of my little tips. drink this. Kind of looks like lake water. You guessed it. Coffee time. And I quit using dairy creamers. I'll probably still use half and half when we go to Stardust, but we're trying to cut back on going there for a while. But I started making my creamer again. I have like a coconut based creamer, and I feel like that's been helping a lot. I think I told you guys I struggle with acid reflux really bad, like to the point where I actually like throw up. I know, it's gross. So I found that cutting dairy out completely really helps. So I'm really trying to stick to it. I know it sounds easy, but so many things have dairy that you cook with. So anyways, I am gonna make my afternoon coffee because it's about 1 o'clock.
There she is.
Look how cute he is. Look at his little shorts. He's on meetings all morning.
And I'm literally like sneaking out of one, delaying jumping on one right now so I can grab some food because I gotta jump back on. It's literally been like, I've
non-stop.
had like 6 meetings this morning already.
Crazy. I guess that's what Mondays are for.
That's true. A lot of, just all the queues up during the weekend.
Well, it's nice because you have it kind of like set you in the motion for the rest of the week.
That's true.
I don't have them, so.
Maybe you will.
I know. Cheers. Afternoon hustle. One thing I did want to let you guys in on why I'm talking about money, or why Josh and I are talking about money, is I have a new goal and a journey that I'm going to take you guys on, and it is the journey to 12K a month. So we had one client that paid us 12K a month, but it was only for X amount of months. So now I am on the hunt.
No, I'm an excellent hunter.
To re-find that income. And so these are the processes and the steps that I'm going through to get to 12K a month. Alright, kind of funny. So, I don't know if any of you guys are like this, but I'm assuming you are. When you come up with an idea, you buy a domain for it. Well, what I used to do is I would buy the domain and instantly build the website because I enjoy building websites, or, I used to just do it all the time. Like, dumb stuff. And anyways, one of the ideas I had, I'm actually like bringing it to life since I'm starting my different company under the name Brandy Morgan, which is going to be more kind of like agency / consulting type work. And I had already built a website, so I just like pulled it up and it was like Gulp Dev and brought it up. I don't know if you guys use Gulp. And the site's like perfect. It's almost exactly what I wanted to be using, and I had built this like over a year ago. So I'm super stoked. So, kind of another point to bring up is when you are, freelancing or doing your own thing, make sure you have a website where people can go to and land on and immediately understand what service it is that you provide for them. So how are you going to benefit their business, or what are they going to get out of what it is that you offer and do? And they should be able to find that out within the first 2 seconds of landing on your website. With that being said, I'm going to make a few updates to the current site I built and launch it, set up the hosting for it. So that will be live, hopefully, in about, an hour or so after I make the updates. I'm so excited.
Yo. So today we are talking about how to make those greenbacks.
Monkey see, monkey do.
That's it.
Monkey pee all over you.
Which is making money, whatever you gotta do. I think one of the most important things when I think about how to make a lot of money in a given month would be, or over the course of a given year, is when you gotta think about what you're actually doing in order to make that money. So one thing that we do, which is custom software development, there's quite a demand for it and not a lot of supply. One thing that I would highly recommend is if you're looking to generate a lot of money, everybody only has the same amount of hours. So you need to maximize the amount you can charge charge per hour. When you're picking that thing and you're figuring out what you want to charge per hour, make sure that you can charge a high percentage for your time. So if you're doing something like, not that there's anything wrong with doing lawn care or painting. I had a lawn care business, growing up, and I made good money doing that. But you can only charge so much because there's a lot of supply. There's a lot of people out there that can do it. So again, if you're going to do this, figure out something that there's not a lot of supply of, or it's just there's a very high demand, and so the financial compensation that you can receive would be much greater because of the demand or because of the limited supply. It could be software development. In our case, it can be something else depending on what you're interested in. There's a lot of things you can make a lot of good money at, especially if you're marketing. Say figure out something that there's a lot of demand and little supply, and master a skill in that area if you can, because that's a good way to make money.
Alright, so we just finished having dinner, and we are now going into our nightly work session, and it is about 7 o'clock right now, which means we have a good 3.5 more hours left of work. At least. So we're gonna work for a while. Josh ends up topless in every single one of our videos.
It's kind of like a tradition. 5 o'clock hits, I change, I throw on some shorts, and I take off for shirt.
I try to find clips to put on social media to promote this, and I can never use Josh because he's always topless. I can't post topless video on LinkedIn. True. I mean, maybe I could. Maybe that would help. I don't know, maybe I'll try it. But we hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped make you some more money. Maybe some tips you guys haven't thought about.
Maybe there's science is, making money is not like...
It's not black or white.
Yeah, it's not and it's also not this like mysterious thing that's unobtainable. Like there's a couple core principles that you have to meet in order to make money. And so you can do it in all sorts of creative ways. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. You got to work hard.
Just like Josh said, we can tell you all our videos, we can tell you different tips and tricks and do this, do that, but at the end of the day, if you don't do it and you don't put in the work every single day and you're not consistent with it, then you're not going to get anywhere. So that's a key factor, because Josh and I work our butts off.
Every single day.
Like
a minimum 10-hour days.
Yeah. Just you have to do it if you want to see the needle moving.
Yeah, especially in the early days. Later in life, you can have money work for you, but when you don't have the money to work for you, all you have is your time, and you got to really put it in.
Yep, and be smart with it. So, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please. Oh. And also subscribe to our channel.
Thank you, guys.
See you tomorrow.